Good evening, class. Thank you for joining me today again. Communication 110. This will be the final speech in our series. I enjoyed your speech earlier. Now, what I'm asking is who that's listening right now desires to be out of shape and unhealthy? Okay, so we all know what our profession is. We're all soldiers. How many of us work out to stay in shape? All of us. So that's our primary means of fitness, right? Okay. What I want to influence you to do, especially seeing that we have a PT test or a physical fitness test coming up next week. Also a height and weight session where if you're too fat or too heavy, if you're too heavy for the scale that's expected, then you're not going to pass. And just to let you know, I've seen a lot of people, a lot of soldiers maximize the PT test, get the best score digitally possible, fail the height and weight, and still get flagged and removed from the Army. So I'm trying to influence you now to not only work out, but to take into consideration what you eat, your diet, because that is equally important and actually more important to stay in your shape than just simply working out. Now I went to this website to provide you some of these tools to help you along the line. www.freedieting.com. It has a calorie calculator. And if you can look right here, you see, it's the same as we use for the PT test calculator. It's the exact same format, same type of software. You plug in your age, your gender, you plug in your current weight, your height, and you just submit. Right there, it's going to calculate how many calories you need to maintain your current weight, to gain weight, or which we most often are trying to do, besides Dardell, is lose weight. As you can see, for maintenance, I'm allowed 2,320 calories a day. But that's because we work out consistently, or we do a good, strong workout 3 days a week. So also you have to plug in how often you work out, and that's going to give you an accurate calculation. So first I encourage you, get it on your phone, or go online, check it out, and look at how much you eat. There's also apps here that will allow you to track what you eat. The fast food restaurants are stepping it up to where you can scan the food before you consume it, and it'll remember what you eat when you stop by a lot of restaurants. That's what they're moving to. But that's just going to make it real easy. It's a little bit harder to configure at home, but also on the site they have a lot of charts about which portion size and how it's prepared and how many calories are in each food. Okay, now think about this. Many of the foods and beverages Americans eat and drink contain what's called empty calories, or calories from solid fats and or added sugars. Solid fats and added sugars add calories to the food, but few nutrients. And this is what happens when you have to have what's called a smart diet. You don't want to just fill up on calories, but not necessarily nutrients. Your body is seeking the nutrients. So it's going to trigger hunger. And this will help curb what we eat. It's going to trigger hunger if it lacks nutrients, because it wants you to feed it so that it can hopefully draw the nutrients out. But if you see pizza, especially made with white flour, cookies, Gatorade, loaded with calories. Bacon, hot dogs, these are what you call empty calories. You're not going to get a lot of nutritional value for the calories, which you're going to subconsciously end up eating more. ChooseMyPlate.gov is the website I use. It's the government website, and it's really good. It goes along, and it recommends food that you should and shouldn't have. Calories you want to avoid: fats, alcohol, that's a big one. Sugars, whites. If it's white, it's probably not right. And that's in food. White rice, white bread. I figured I'd get a laugh from you on that. White rice, white bread. Anything that's been stripped of its natural nutrients. It tastes good, that's why they do that. It's simply for taste, because it's easier to go down. But stripped of the nutrients, again, you're eating more fast food, loaded with impurities that disable your body's ability to receive nutrients. So that means if you're taking in poison, your body's going to fight the poison before it pulls in the nutrients from the food. So think about that. Hey, I'm not saying never eat it, but I encourage you to minimize it. We should all be familiar with the food pyramid. It's still in effect. This pyramid has been out since I was a little boy, and it's still in effect. Make sure that you're getting a healthy balance of food. Grains, which is the main nutrient or substance that's really not eaten as much as it should, because of most of the stuff that would be grains is bleached or enriched. So grains, we do not get enough grains, and when you get older, your body's going to hurt. You're going to have a harder time, better digestive system, cause prostate issues and such. Vegetables, make sure you get 2.5 cups of vegetables. Fruits, your milk, meats and beans, and the oils. I prefer, I always use, not canola oil, but I always use olive oil. More. This I pulled right out of 600-9, the AR 600-9, our weight control program. We're all familiar with that. We signed paperwork saying that we would maintain ourselves within that. Directly out of it is a reduction of 500 calories or more per day from your current level will allow a weight loss of 1 pound per week. 1 pound per week if you just knock off 500 calories a day. Now, what they recommend is you lose no more than 1 to 2 pounds a week constantly. That's why if you go into the weight control program, as long as you're, every month that you're being checked, you have lost a certain amount of weight, even if you hadn't met the goal, you will still be in a progressive mode where you're not going to be put out of the military or anything like that. That's why they do it. Rapid weight loss, as you can see right here, rapid weight loss is real unhealthy. And a lot of times these crash diets, when you come off of them because your body can't take it anymore, you just get sick of it, you're going to gain more weight than you was when you went into a rapid weight loss condition or diet plan. Eating 4 to 6 long meals a day, I highlight that. Also, not skipping on meals is very essential. You have to keep your metabolism up. Not only that, if you're starving yourself, when you do get a chance to eat and your body's craving nutrients and you're hungry, you're going to eat a whole lot of food at one time, more than you probably would have ate, and your body's going to immediately start storing fat because you put your body in survival mode. If it's starved, when it gets food in it, it's going to make fat, so that if they get starved again, you won't get sick. And lastly, drink water. You heard it since the very first day you showed up to MEPS. They probably handed you water right there in the MEPS station. Drink water. Drink water. It helps your body flush out toxins and impurities. It maintains a healthy appetite. It increases your metabolism. Drink water, and it increases the heart rate. A lot of tricks people like to do is drink cold water because your body has to heat the water up. I don't recommend that, but that's a diet and trick that people do. The cold water, the extra energy your body burns, heating that water up to body temperature helps out a lot. But again, I can't recommend that you do that. That may be unhealthy. Doctors say never drink water more than 30 degrees colder than room temperature. So right now it's about 50 in here. You wouldn't really, if it's like right at freezing, you really recommend heating it up because sometimes it can throw something off in your body and get you sick. Thank you.